Good intentions, bad outcomes. In this life, kind-hearted people often suffer. Why, you ask? Because their kindness isn't complete. When you go out into the world and try to make a living, you believe that if you're good to others, they should be good to you in return. It's a win-win, right? Sounds logical, but in reality, that's not the case. Your kindness is your business. Whether someone is kind back to you is their business. If you decide from the start, I'm not going to be terrible, but I'm also not going to expect anyone to be good to me, you'll find life much easier. That's the real win-win. However, even this neutral group gets a shock sometimes. They try to stay out of trouble, but life still kicks them. It stings, but it hurts less than the group who go all in with kindness from the start and still get kicked. You feel hurt because you expect to receive kindness, but karma doesn't work that way. Just because you don't harm someone doesn't mean they can't harm you. When you don't understand this, you'll always feel like life is unfair. Why do good people always face hardship while bad people live happily ever after? In truth, karma is completely fair. You have to pay back every single debt. If you owe the world 10 parts, you'll have to pay back about 1 part to each person. The hardest part is not knowing how much you owe from past lives, which is why things happen the way they do. Wisdom and reflection. You should still be a good person, but whether others are good back to you depends on your karmic debts. If you've lived a good life, contributed a lot to society, and still have to deal with hardship at the end, just accept it calmly. Why? Because it means you're paying off a part of your debt and lightening your load. See it as a good thing. When you can find joy in moments of hardship, the concepts of happiness and sadness no longer hold much meaning. Life is a river with many rapids. Trying to live without integrity is like swimming against the current. Something that seems bad can actually be good, and something that seems good can turn out to be bad. Take the story of the baby chick. You see it struggling to break out of its eggshell. You worry it's exhausted, so out of compassion, you help it crack the shell. The chick gets out, runs a few steps, and then collapses and dies. The process of cracking the shell is how the chick strengthens its legs. By helping it before it was ready, you made it too weak to survive. Your well-intentioned act ended up harming it. When you see a loved one in pain, you must reflect and contemplate whether you should help. Compassion without wisdom can harm others. The famous story of Sai Weng lost his horse also proves this point. A seemingly fortunate event, his horse returning with another, led to a misfortune, his son breaking his leg. But that misfortune ended up saving his son's life in the war. Look back at all the events in your life, good or bad. They all happen for a reason to bring you to where you are today. From now on, no matter what happens, no matter how chaotic you feel, always ask yourself, why shouldn't this be happening? Why shouldn't your boss be a jerk? Why shouldn't your colleague be dishonest? Who are you to expect them to be kind to you? Every person who enters your life and how they treat you has a reason. It's your karma. Living versus existing. A friend recently asked me, how can I know if I'm truly living and not just existing? Before I answer, I have to ask you, are you ready to leave this world right now? It's a difficult question, isn't it? This body is incredibly fragile. You never know what's coming. You could be perfectly healthy, and then an illness strikes. You could be driving on the road and an accident happens. When I ask if you're ready to leave this world, I'm asking what you have to take with you to the next life. Money? Meaningless. Fame? People will forget you. Power? When you're just a pile of dirt, anyone can step on you. You came into this world with nothing, and you will leave with nothing. The only things you can take with you are the lessons and experiences you've gained. When you have enough of these, you'll find that death is not that scary. You can only truly understand what it means to live when you accept and are ready to face death. The value of knowledge. Have you ever asked yourself, how much is 1 hour of my work really worth? A fast food worker might earn $10 to $15 an hour. A construction worker might earn $20 an hour. A sales manager might earn $100 an hour. A CEO might earn thousands of dollars an hour. You might feel this is unfair, but it's not. It's the value of knowledge. Without professional knowledge and skills, who would promote you to a manager? Without the ability to manage, how long would you last as a CEO? If you have knowledge, ability, hard work, and wisdom that are superior to the average person, you'll have an income that others can only dream of. So keep working hard to improve yourself.